And the checking in, it's not like you're looking for things that are wrong. It is just a gentle gaze looking upon all of it. And so you'll notice if one side of your body seems heavier than the other. Maybe you have one butt cheek that lays a little flatter. And notice too the sensation of your calves and the back of the thighs. How much of your body is touching the floor and how much is lifting away. Gain in sort of a percentage of how much touches and how much lifts away. So we have the valleys, the back of the ankles, the back of the knees, the small of the back, and the back of the neck. And how much these areas are pulling away from the floor can give us an idea of how much tension that we are holding, unaware of the tension, but we are holding it. We just gotten so used to it. And so we'll gauge on that as we work. We take a lot of pauses and a lot of checking in this work. So let's bend up the knees. And we'll place the hands on the lower abdomen. And we begin, as always, by checking in with the diaphragm, the main muscle of breathing. As you breathe in and out, notice how much movement you have in your lower abdomen. And if it's completely still as you breathe, begin to invite more breath down into your lower abdomen so that it opens, balloons out a little bit. We carry so much tension in our belly. So the in-breath expands the abdomen. And the out-breath just slowly lets go. There's a gentle rhythm. Listening to your breath. Your breath is a mantra. When we vocalize the mantra, we say, so hum. You can hear it. So is the in-breath. Hum, the out-breath. So hum translates to I am that. I am that. It's one of my favorite mantras. Especially when I feel really anxious, like everything is spinning out of control and I'm losing my grounding, my footing. This is the mantra that I meditate on. Sometimes at 3 a.m. So hum. Now letting the exhalation stretch out slightly compared to the in-breath. You're not holding your breath. So an even exhalation. So you allow the exhalation to stretch out. So the hum gets a little longer. It becomes a very soft ujjayi breath. Deeply calming to the nervous system. And then on the next in-breath, we begin to arch the low back. So now the belly balloons up, stretches up even more. And we exhale and we slowly drift back to neutral. And we inhale. We expand, lift the low back, feel the muscles contracting, and then slowly we float back. I invite you just to keep your eyes closed as you practice a somatic, so you keep your awareness deep inside. You sense the muscles contracting as you inhale, and then as slowly as you can, you release back to neutral. When we sit down a lot, the low back gets so tired. So right now we are providing these muscles that's sort of stuck in the same position with fresh supply of oxygen and nutrients. We're reviving them. And now let's tend to the front side. So you'll take a breath in for nothing. And then exhale, flattening the low back. So hollow out the belly. And then here we slowly return to neutral. So a strong contraction in the lower abdomen, and then we let it go. Let's take a buffer breath. And again on the next exhalation, flattening the low back, pressing it into the earth. A sense of scooping of the lower abdomen both in and up. So that's Uddiyana Bandha. And then to let it go. Buffer breath. And we'll do it one more time. As you exhale, draw the abdomen in and up, and also draw the pelvic floor up. Mula Bandha. And then we let that go. And now let's put these two together so that we gain access to our center of our body. So on the next in-breath, we arch again. Big belly. And then slowly as you exhale, returning to neutral. Take a breath in for nothing. And exhale, pelvic floor, lower abdomen pulls in and up. And we release this. Slowly go back to neutral. Take a breath out for nothing. And arch again. Two movements, the diaphragmatic breathing in, the arch and flatten, is the basis of all of our other movements. We have to both release and gain control of the center for all other movements to be healthy and free of suffering. Now let's take the hands behind the head. First, we bring the hands behind the head. Press the elbows into the earth. Press the elbows into the earth. And then let go of that. Let's press the elbows into the earth again. And slowly let go of that. One more time, press the elbows down. Notice the sensation, the quality of your shoulder blades on the back. Do they feel the same? Or does one glue on a little bit better than the other? So the arch and curl, we'll start just with the elbows. So draw the elbows up. Squeeze them together, and then inhale, we'll take them out to the sides. Releasing them down. Inhale, now let's arch and stretch the chin back, away from the chest. And exhale, flattening the back, draw the elbows in. Now we're going to curl up, curling up. And slowly releasing down. Elbows releases towards the floor. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Once they're down, just take a full breath in and out. And then inhaling, arch the low back, draw the chin away from the chest. And then exhale, we move into the flattening. Bring the elbows together. We're really squeezing the rib cage here. Let's lift the head up into the curl. And then slowly lower down. Keep the elbows pressing in. Head is down. Now lift the elbows towards the sky. And then super slow, releasing the elbows down. Super slow, releasing the elbows down. Take a full breath in and out. And then inhale. Arch again. Draw the chin away from the chest. It's going to feel a little weird, I know. And then slowly release. Draw back to flattening, elbows up, curling up. And we release down. And then once the head is down, a little lift of the shoulders, a little lift of the elbows before you release them out to the side. Now let's add the diagonal arch and curl. So again, we inhale, we arch the low back, we stretch the chin away. And we exhale, we flatten, draw the elbows in, curl up. Let's take the left elbow to the right side, like little prongs on your forklift. And we return to neutral. All the way back down, release the elbows down. We move into the arch, chin away from chest. Exhale, flattening. Chin now draws towards the chest. Now right elbow towards the right knee. So again, your forklift prongs to the side. We release down. Let's do one more time to each side. Inhaling, arching. Then exhale, releasing back, curling up. Again, left elbow draws to the right. We return to center. Back to the arch, chin away from the chest. And curling up again. Now curling, arch and curl to the left side. And we return back to center. Releasing the arms out and just take them out from under the head. And now you can always put a blanket under your head if you find that it is uncomfortable to have your head right down on the mat. Let's do a little knuckle slide. So right arm slides out and away from the chest. And we just let it slide back in again. It's not a big move. Slide the left arm out. right arm. And left arm. Now as you draw the right arm out again, slide your left shoulder blades towards the spine. And just let everything come back to neutral. We're going to slide the right shoulder blade towards the spine as the left arm slides to the left. So you're giving yourself just a little bit of thoracic scoliosis here. We're moving the shoulder blades in the same direction. We want to get the shoulder blades sliding and gliding. Our shoulder health depends on it. Now as you come back to neutral, release here. We're going to walk the feet a little bit wider. And then as you inhale, let's take the knees to the left and the gaze, the nose to the right. Inhaling to exhale to center. And we inhale down to the other side. So just a simple windmill twist. You inhale down and you exhale up. As you go down, let there be a little bit of a push into the low back. So there's a little bit of effort, a little bit of a pumping action into the low back and hip. The head just effortlessly goes in the opposite direction. Effortlessly opposite direction. Now as you come back to center, we'll do a little pit stop here. You're going to lift your arms up very slowly and only about maybe 6, 8 inches up. It's not a big lift, but you feel the ligaments right between the chest and the upper arm. There is some excitement there. Now as slowly as you can, you're going to begin to lower your arms down. Just let the weight of your arms slowly bring them back to earth. Or you have to resist a little bit. Once the arms are down, just let go completely. Let it all cool. Take a breath in and out. And we'll do that again, lifting the arms. Again, it's not a big lift. It's a very slow lift. So everything happens in slow-mo, especially when we release the muscles. So now as slowly as you can, begin to lower the arms back down. Slowly, slowly. And once they come down, let go completely. We're going to add that one-sided to our windmill twist. So as you inhale and draw the knees to the left, gaze to the right, lift the right arm up. Let it float up a couple of 3 inches. And we come back to center. We'll go to the other side. Let the arm lift up. We return to neutral. Easy and slowly. Arm lifts, the same arm that you're looking at. Floats up 2, 3, maybe 4 inches, but there's a sense of a reach and a lengthening across. The fascial web, the connective tissue in our arms, hands, and fingers also connects around our heart, the pericardium, the heart sac, and our lungs. So tightness anywhere along this seam greatly affects a respiratory system, and a cardiovascular system. So now we just look to create a little bit more space. Let's do one more time to each side. And then slowly just straighten the legs out. Pause here for a moment and feel your body now after we have done a few things. What has changed? Let's take the hands under the head again, interlace the fingers. We'll do a little heel and elbow slide. It's a great way to get length and release into the whole side seam. It also helps release the psoas. As you inhale, the right heel presses away, as does the right elbow. And we return to neutral. And inhale, we roly-poly to the other side. It's a slide, so don't lift the head, don't lift the arms. Allow your head to turn and stretch your eyes up towards the elbow that's sliding back. We'll move in a slow and even and deliberate way. No sense of hurry. And as we come back to center from the left side, releasing the arms again. And just notice if the Madhya Sutra, that's the middle seam, have gotten a little bit wider, a little bit more space. So we're going to continue pondering our shoulder blades. Now with the arms resting comfortably out from the body, not too high, not too low. Spread up the knees. Now imagine that your right shoulder blade has a crayon on it, and we're just going to doodle a little bit with this crayon. Draw a line straight up, and then just let that slink back down again. And then now draw a line straight down. And we're going to let that draw back up. Let's go back and forth, up. Releasing, back to neutral, and then slide the shoulder blade down, draw a line down, and let that go. Drawing up again. So we're not pulling the shoulder down, we're simply releasing the contraction that brought it up. Same thing when we draw the shoulder blade down, not pulling the shoulder up, we're just letting go of the contraction. Now draw your right shoulder blade towards the spine. So we did this a little bit in the beginning. A little tougher to do. And then away from the spine, even tougher. So we did the whole arm slide. So these are the 4 movements we're going to put together now for doodling. So as you squiggle, drawing circles with your shoulder blades. As if you have a crayon under your right shoulder. And you're drawing a little clockwise circle with that crayon attached to your right shoulder blade. Whatever color you would like. So start with small circles and then let the circles get bigger and bigger. So the arm is following along, but you're moving from the shoulder blade, not the arm. You're doodling, drawing circles with your right shoulder blade. Getting all the muscles back here to communicate so that your trapezius, upper, lower, and middle, but also the rhomboids, which is what pulls the shoulder blades towards the spine. And then we have the serratus anterior. It's a very shy muscle that doesn't like to let its awareness known and prefers to not get used much at all, which again draws to a lot of shoulder imbalances. So now with your very well doodled right shoulder, let's just pause here and let the right shoulder and the left shoulder rest. And notice the sensation between the right and the left side. So we'll doodle now on the left. So first just draw the line straight up. Upper trapezius engaged. And we'll let go of that. So for most of us, the upper trapezius is overworked. Now draw your shoulder blade down, straight down. Draw a line down. This is the middle and lower trapezius. For most of us, underworked. So we let that slink back. Let's go up again. Hike the shoulder to the ear. Feel that contraction. And then let the contraction go. And then draw the shoulder straight down again. Feel that contraction. And just let that go. And again, just to revisit, move the shoulder blades towards the spine, rhomboid. And we let that release. And then move the shoulder blades away from the spine, which is a little tougher when especially when the arm is down like they are now. So it's a small movement. And we are ready to doodle. So we begin again to draw circles. Start very little, very little. And notice if the circle that you're drawing with your shoulder blade crayons, like a little compass. Are there any ragged, squiggly places that are not so very eager to follow along? Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Just draw these very determined shoulder circle. And notice, does this shoulder feel like the right shoulder? If you notice there's a big difference, the recommendation is in your home practice to start on the side that's easy. And then from there, move to the side that needs to be retrained. So you will have a sensation of what easy feels like. So that, I don't like to say the good side, but the smooth side is tutoring the other side. All right, let's go with this. And just notice the quality of your shoulders. We'll take the arms straight up to the side again. And now as slowly as you can, and I'll help you slow it down. I'll count to 20. We'll lift the arms all the way up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And the palms will come all the way together. And just do a little slide. Right arm slides a little higher or a lot higher than the left, so the shoulder blades are really spreading out. Slide the left arm up. Let's go back and forth, letting the shoulder blades spread on the back. You can feel this side to side sliding as you retract and protract the shoulder joint. And then as we release, we're going to cross the right arm over the left. For eagle arms, so twirling the forearms together, or hold the opposite shoulder, giving yourself a hug. So whichever is most comfortable for you today, choose that one. Let's hook the right leg over the left. Right leg hooks over the left. And now the knees are going to draw right, elbows are going to draw left, and nose is going to draw right. So knees and nose now travels in the same direction. And we inhale that. I say what we inhale into the twist. It's not a big move. Maybe 4, 5, or 6 inches away from center. And even. So feeling here, you get a little outer hip, but you also get the back of the right shoulder gets a little bit more release. It's a gentle and inviting movement, not a force. Let it be kind. Some curiosity about the movement. What is happening? What does it feel like? We're really counter ringing right around the spine. Let's do one more. And as we come up to center, let's switch the cross of the arms, switch the cross of the legs. So now left leg is on top, knees are going to go left, and then arms are going to go right. Nose goes left also. So not a big hairy deal, again, maybe 4 or 5 inches, because we are counter twisting. Notice the sensation in the back of your left shoulder, around your neck. And just let your jaw be soft. Eyes closed or gaze soft. And last one. Uncross the legs, uncross the arms, and let's just slide the legs out long again. And notice. Notice the body. Notice the breath. Notice your mind. Let's roll over onto our right side for our side curl. Supporting your head on your right arm or blanket or pillow. Let's bend the knees up to 90 degrees. And we'll take our left arm over the top of the head, like putting on a little headband. So we'll work with the upper, and we'll add the lower today, because that's really great for the low back too. Let's take a breath in for nothing. And as you exhale, lift the head and the heel. And then slowly Slowly, slowly, lowering down. Take a buffer breath. And exhale, we repeat. Lifting head, lifting heels, so both the external and the internal obliques are now firing. Releasing down, buffer breath, moving with your breath, lifting as you exhale, and lowering on the in-breath. Powerful move, again, to work with the tension in our side body, the parsma seam. Now notice also, if you begin to look down at your legs, keep your gaze straight forward. And let's do 2 more. Head and heel. And always remember, if something is painful, if there is strain, back off, back off. Sometimes we initiate, but we don't actually do the movement. So you can initiate without completing. It still helps the sensory nerves and the motor nerves connect. Now let's release the top arm and just place it on your hip. Place the arm right on your hip. So before we had the crayon on our shoulder blade, now it's right at the front of the shoulder. So we're going to work in the same way, but a little different with the gravity. Let's bring the shoulder up towards the ear. Again, the trapezius, upper trapezius contracts, and then we let it go. And as you slowly release it back down to neutral, now draw the elbow down. So the lower and middle trapezius. And then we release back to neutral. Do that one more time. Pull the shoulder up. And neutral. Release the shoulder down. Well, not release, sorry, pull the shoulder down, and then we release back to neutral. And then draw the shoulder forward. So now the pec major. Cross the chest, contracts, and then we slowly release those back. And then pull the shoulder back. Now let's draw circles. Counterclockwise. So drawing itty bitty little circles. We'll start with an itty bitty little circle. Once you've drawn the itty bitty little one, let's make it a little bit bigger. A medium-sized circle, and then we go all the way up to a big, very big circle. Once you've drawn the big circle, we're going to switch direction and go backwards. Big circle. Biggest circle as you can create. Once you've drawn that, we'll move to a medium-sized circle. Notice those jumps and jitters. And then an itty-bitty little circle. Itty-bitty little circle. And then release. And just slowly roll over onto your back. And pause. Pause as you rest on your back. How does the right side feel? How does the left side feel? Well, let's take the left arm up and roll over onto the left side. And again, you will sit with the knees bend up 90 degrees. And let's put our headband back on again. So right arm wraps around the head. And just check that you're looking straight forward, that you're not curling down. That's a common mistake. And that your knees are also bent at a 90-degree angle. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, head and heel lift. So you feel the whole side seam contracting. And we slowly lower down. Buffer breath. And we draw up again. Now taking care you're not pulling the heel towards your buttocks, because then you'll use the hamstrings instead of the internal or lower obliques to create the movement. It's like a door swinging open. Buffer breath. Moving at your speed. Feel the whole side seam contracting. Lifting on the exhalation, lowering down as slowly as you can. If you have lumbar or thoracic scoliosis, you will know that one side feels really different. And for that, it's really good to isolate the leg lift and the head lift, as the head lift addresses the thoracic spine and the leg lift addresses the lumbar spine. Let's do 2 more times. And as you come down, let's release the top arm and just rest it on the hips. And then again, revisiting with the upper trapezius, pull the shoulder towards the ear. This is what I also call the headache muscle. Tension headache, tight trapezius. And then slowly release the elbow down, the shoulder down. Let's draw the shoulder down towards the hips. Lower and middle trapezius shows up. And we slowly release. We draw the shoulder towards the front. The pecs are engaging. And we let them slowly release. And then let's draw the shoulder back. Draw the shoulder back. And now let's do the circles. Let's start again with the itty bitty little circles. You can start big too, it doesn't really matter. So I like to shake it up, live on the wild side. So I start with a teeny little clockwise circle. And then I make it a little bit bigger. Let's move very slow, just closing my eyes, concentrating on making as perfectly round a circle as I can. Teeny, medium, and then as big a circle as I can make. As big a circle as I can make. Slowly. Going all the way about. One is we've come all the way around the big circle. We reverse. Big circle in the opposite direction. Again, smooth and round. Notice if you have a Salvador Dali clock, what's going on? Can you smooth and round it out? So here we are, using these 4 muscle groups to control our shoulder movement. And then the itty bitty little circle, itty bitty. And once you complete the itty bitty little circle, you're just going to simply roll onto your belly. I'll turn the other direction again. So rolling over onto your belly, we'll address the back seam. Can't work the shoulders without tending to the back. Let's take the right arm and place it under the cheek, right hand under the cheek. Feet just relaxes on the floor. And the left arm is just down alongside the hip, alongside the hip. And then inhale, we're going to lift the head and we're going to look over the right shoulder. Let your hips be a little jiggy here, they lift up too. And then slowly lower back down. Take a buffer breath, we'll repeat that. Lifting the head, lift the hips. Look over your right shoulder. So now we are both releasing and strengthening the muscles of the neck. The scalenes. Take a buffer breath. And one more time, lifting the head. Looking over the shoulder. Notice how your muscles all the way down your back facilitates this move. We release down and we pause. And then let's add the arm, the right arm. So take a breath in and lift the head, lift the arm. Now the hip stays down. We lower down. Do that one more time. Lifting the head, lift the arm. And now we'll add the leg, the left leg. Take a breath in and head and arm and left leg all comes up. The whole back seam. Lowering back down. Buffer breath. And lifting again. Head, arm, and leg. And we lower down. We'll take the right arm down alongside, take the left arm up, and then place the head on the back of the left hand. Take a breath in and lift the head and look over the left shoulder. And release down. And lifting again, looking over the left shoulder. We lower down. One more time. Lift the head. Let the hips lift a little bit. And lowering down. Now we'll add the arm. So inhale, lift the arm and the head. Now the hips are pressing down. Slowly lower down. Slowly lower down. And lift again. Let's add the leg. Lift the arm, head, and right leg. The whole back seam. Slowly release down. Let's take a buffer breath. And one more time. Arm, head, and right leg. And lower down. And now let's take the right arm up, place it on top of the left. We're going to tuck the toes under. Tuck the toes under, creep the toes to the nose. They won't come very far. And then with the forehead resting on the back of your hands, you're going to press the heels back, so the legs fire up. And then press the forearms down and peel the belly skin forward. Peel the belly skin forward so that your sternum lengthens forward. The collarbones broaden. And we release down. And pause. And then we'll repeat. Let's tuck the toes under. Creep the toes to the nose. Press the heels back. And then press the forearms down. Pull the belly skin forward. Lengthen your sternum away from the heels. Keep the legs really powerful and strong. Hold it. And slowly release down. And just straighten left or right arm up so you can roll over onto your back without a whole lot of fuss. So let's find our way onto our back again. I invite you just to bookend it. Place your hands on your belly. And then we'll relax the muscles of the face too. Let's draw the eyebrows up towards the hairline while you're really surprised. And then I'm going to count to 8 as you lower them down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause, and we'll repeat that again. So let's inhale, draw the eyebrows up. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release completely. Now let's squeeze the eyes shut. Squeeze, 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 squeeze the eyes shut, counting to 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Buffer breath, and we repeat. Squeeze the eyes shut. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now a big smile. Smile as big and as broad as you can. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that again. Big smile. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now open your mouth really wide, really wide. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause, relax. And then again, open the mouth really wide. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the last of the facial somatics, make a kissy mouth. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause and cool everything. We're going to do it one more time now. Kissy mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now notice the sensation in the muscles of your face. I invite you to again slowly relax your arms and legs out to the side. We're just going to settle into a little shavasana and let the sensory neurons and the motor neurons just hang out with this new place for a little bit. So the longer that we rest after we do somatics, the longer the effect will stay. And then the more repetitions we do over the next days or weeks, the more permanent this release becomes. So letting go of all effort. Letting everything cool, completely relax. And let's gently begin to deepen the breath. We'll bend up the knees and rock gently from side to side. A gentle invitation to return. We'll push up. And we'll sit. So as you come into a seated posture, I'm going to unmute everybody again. Wonderful, thank you. Let's close our practice chanting Om Shanti 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 Om. Let's exhale completely. Take a deep breath in. Om Shanti Shanti
Shanti,
Shanti Om. Namaste.
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 So I should have this uploaded for you tomorrow. And
Good.
always, I welcome your suggestions, your questions. I'll do whatever you want me to do, for the most part.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Thank you.